What's up? How we doing, YouTube? Well, you guys are here. It's the Mortal Kombat review. And you guys want to know, is the movie video game curse broken? And I'm going to have to tell you, it is! Because god dang it, I enjoyed this movie. I had a blast watching this movie. And as a fan of the franchise, I wonder, am I a fan? You got dang right I'm a fan. As a fan of the franchise, the movie was fantastic, man. The movie was just out of control. It was a good time. I really had a good time in watching it. I enjoyed it. There are some few minor problems here and there, but if you're a fan of the franchise, you're gonna go ahead and be watching this, and you're gonna be like, dang, whoa, yo, cool. Even if you're not a fan of the franchise, I think you will still enjoy this movie. But at this point in time, who isn't a fan of the franchise? Who doesn't know about this franchise? But I'm just saying, if you are a fan of the franchise, god dang it, this movie delivers. It delivers just because they did their homework. There are Easter eggs to the games and the lore all over the film, in the background, and some names and stuff like that. If you're watching, you're like, there's like you could do a whole Easter egg video on this, and I caught quite a few watching the film. And I'm just gonna say, the costumes are amazing, the fights are amazing, the acting was actually really good. I really like the acting. All the characters, what I'll say is, all the characters that were part of the film nailed their parts. They nailed their parts. And we'll talk about the elephant in the room, that there was a lot of things changed. Like, not something, well, the elephant in the room is Cole, the new character. I'm not going to go into any spoilers, guys. It's going to be a spoiler-free review, by the way. If you didn't see in the title, it's like no spoilers in this. I'm just going to talk about my overall thoughts and everything like that. And there'll be a whole spoiler review with I get deep down inside, and then probably there'll be a Yo Video Games review as well, as we all come together and we talk about what we like and we don't like. But that said, the new character Cole is likable. He's really cool. Like I said, every person that has the role, they nail it. You know what? I'm gonna say it. I mean, they were all good. They were all good. Like, Liu Kang plays his part just like Liu Kang. Kung Lao does a just amazing Kung Lao. Sonya knocks it out of the park as Sonya. Jax, really well done. Shang Tsung, fantastic. But we want to talk about the top tiers of the film. And we're going to have to go with Sub-Zero by Joe Towson. I'm sorry if I get his name incorrect, but he's from the Raid Redemption. Joe, and I apologize. But he knocked it out of the park as Sub-Zero. He just did a fantastic job. He brought a certain thing to the, like, literally, he brought a coldness to the role, all pun intended. He brought this coldness, and he had such character being this cold-blooded assassin that was just cool. Like, when he was doing things, he was enjoying them. He was literally ice freaking cold. He was just great. He knocked it out. His role when playing Sub-Zero, he reminded me of a good horror movie villain, right? Like a Michael Myers or a good Jason Voorhees in their prime. Just something about him, like, where he gave you this look, and just, it was fantastic. He knocks it out of the park in this film. But we're gonna go to the guy who stole the whole show, and that was Kano. Kano fucking stole the whole show. It was amazing. Kano, worth the price of admission just to see Kano being Kano. And god dang it, man, he knocks it out of the park. Think about Kano. Now think about, the Kano from the game, but now adding Aussie Man reviews, or Aussie Man, Aussie Man from YouTube, and Kano combined into it. Just every scene that Kano's in, he steals the show. I would say that it was too good. He was almost too good. He was stealing the show, and he was stealing every scene. And it's like, bro, Kano, chill. You're too good. That's what I'm going to say about him. He was fantastic. The plot, it did seem like on paper, like if you read the paper, like it's like, ooh, I don't know about, this or this new character and everything like that. But the plot was good and it worked. It worked. Raiden was good. I would say, of course, I'm not going to like, of course, we compare it to the first and the original. But can I compare it? I would say the original has this camp. And the original, like, is the original like like, it's a good movie, but it's also camp, but it's the perfect amount of campiness and it's I don't know, you can't recreate the magic of the first film. It is camp and not it was just fantastic. But god dang it, man, this film, I have my notes. I took a lot of notes and took this serious. The costume designs, amazing. The costumes were fantastic. Like I said, Cole was a likable character. He was a cool character. I really liked him in this film. He was great. Like I said, lots of hidden gems inside there everywhere. I mean, if you're going to compare the first films and stuff like that, you would of course compare like characters and so forth. But like, this is his own film. It is done just great. I had a blast watching it. And like, most of my notes are like kind of in the spoiler territory, but overall, if you don't want any spoilers, the movie was great. I had a blast with it. Like I said, Kano was just fucking awesome. He was firing on all cylinders. He did such an amazing job. You know what? Let me go ahead and give right names and so forth like that. I want to make sure I give everybody their name, like their correct names. But it was good, man. I went into this. I mean, we all went into this cautiously optimistic, right? Because we know video game movies. We know the curse. We know that just they try, and I think this movie just succeeds. The attention to detail for all the characters, right? For all the characters that you see, they just do awesome stuff that you see in the film, and you're just like, oh, I've seen that in the game. Oh, and they just do the characters justice. Every single one of them do their characters justice, and that's what I'll say for sure. So, Jessica McName, I hope I got that right. I apologize. Sonya, fantastic job. She did a great job as Sonya. I mean, from what she is, she did a great job. Josh Lawson, fucking A, man. Pardon my French. You did an amazing job. Max Huang as Kung Lao, nailed it. He nailed Kung Lao. Everything that you know from the games, the poses, the cool moves, he nails it. Knocks it out of the park. Ludi Lin as Liu Kang. You know what? He played a Liu Kang, like, right, and that's what I would say. My thoughts on it. He was very Liu Kang to the T, right? And everyone else is just from Earthrealm, and Liu Kang's like, I'm Liu Kang, and I have to. And it's to the point where you're just like, you literally are Kano and Sonya. You're like, damn, what's up? These guys are just like all professional and all this kind of stuff. And then Joe Talsum, Sub-Zero, knocked it out of the freaking park as Sub-Zero. It looks, from when I was watching the film and just watching, I'm like, man, he really enjoyed himself. He enjoyed himself being in this role. It was just fantastic, right? We have then we have like Jax. He did amazing. All those that they did amazing. Yeah, Louis Tan as Cole. I liked it. He was a very likable character. The fight scenes were amazing. Makad Brooks as Jax, fantastic as well. Did a good role as Jax. Yeah, I just, for all that, I had a good time. I went in, I went in, I was excited. You see my reaction. I was excited. I wanted to love this movie. And I didn't want to get hurt, right? We've all been hurt by a video game movie. A video game movie has has hurt us, right? And what happens when you're in love and you get hurt? You put up a wall, right? So as happy as I was to see this film, it's also you're like you didn't know what to feel because it wasn't like the first one, right? Because like there weren't that many video game movies before, so of course you had Mario Brothers and they had some other things, but there wasn't just an overall stigma of bad just video game films, and this just does it well. I had a great time watching this film, and especially as a fan, like, damn, oh, they did this right. You like this character? This character was doing the things that they do. They were doing the things that they do in Mortal Kombat, and now they do them in this film, and they did it right, and you're just like, dang it, that's what I want. And as a fan, and as a person who likes to go to movies and eat popcorn, yes. But yeah, but that said, I want to thank WB. They provided me with a screener to this, so I'll put that in the front film. But thank you to WB. They provided me with a screener to watch this so I could do this review and get it out as soon as possible. And what else can I say? There will be a spoiler review where I'll talk about all the cool stuff if you guys want to know. But I think this review is good. Like, a spoiler. And there'll also be a Yo Video Games review where we'll all get together and we'll all talk about it. And it'll be interesting to see what the other dudes think. We haven't watched it together yet. I just had to watch this. I had to do this review, and I'll watch it with them, and we will bounce back, and I'll watch it again with them. But man, this movie hits. It hits. It delivers. I'd like to see maybe Chris Stuckman's review, and I'd like to see Jeremy John. Right? Chris Stuckman is more of the film critic. He can dissect the film, and I'd like to see what he thinks. But he's also a video game guy as well. I'd like to see Jeremy, because Jeremy's, I'm all of his reviews, I'm like, oh, dude, I agree with you, and he's big MK fan, so I'd love to see what he thinks as well. But spoiler free, they do it, man. They freaking do it. They just, are there certain things that falter? Yeah, I'd say some of the CGI and some of the special effects are missed. They might take you out for a half second, but then you get pulled back in. There's like some things where they're hit and miss. But hey, this movie was made, a lot of it was made during a pandemic and so forth. But it's awesome, man. It was great. Yeah, I guess I'll do a spoiler review, and I'll talk about a lot. I'll go in depth a little bit more and talk about things that I really like. But if you guys, that's it. Yeah, I hope you guys go watch the movie. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys enjoyed this review, please give me a thumbs up, because it helps with the algorithm a whole bunch. And it's just an easy way to support the channel, just by clicking that thumbs up, and it gets my video up there to be seen by more people, and I thank you guys for that. But anyways, guys, that has been my review on the MK movie. Let me know what you guys thought. If you guys, yeah, like I said, so be careful reading the comments, because people are gonna be like, yo, I thought the movie was cool. Or maybe on the spoiler cast get more into details, right? But like, yeah, I like reading the comments, even the ones that say, yo, Kenny, what's up with your mustache? Sometimes it looks funny. Now you have it, whatever. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, let's keep the conversation going. I'll have another spoiler review, and we'll go a little bit more in depth, and I want to talk with you guys. Like I said, maybe I'll do a review. I'll talk to you guys on Twitch and so forth. That way we can do a more back and forth. But thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.